encourage people to understand that wellness is a way of life, and wellness and well-being is the first step towards prevention. A lot of times we say prevention is better than cure, and before prevention is actually living life really well, and it's a project that I've been working on over the last 18 months, which you all will know about very soon. But I think bringing to light amongst all of us actually Eastern medicine and the impact and wisdom that Eastern medicine has, whether it's acupuncture, something that I've learned with Dr. Pandey, Ayurveda, Tibetan medicine, reflexology, magna points. I think this is a treasure trove of information that as a culture we've been blessed with. And I think as modern Indians, it's about time that we are proud of it and we celebrate it and allow the rest of the world to enjoy it as well. Practitioner or a center or a facility, and we don't enable the consumer to experience these kind of services in a luxury setting, we're devaluing the service that we're giving, because what we're not understanding is that an Ayurvedic treatment is not 50 years of research, it's 5,000 years of wisdom that has been passed down through writing, oral traditions. It has been, the clinical trials have actually been 5,000 years old, and it's been tested on various control groups over these 5,000 years. So why don't we add that value to the treatment in terms of what we pay for it and how we present it and how we market that, by using that time as a function of value. Not that we come from a nation that people are skeptical about trying such treatments or using such treatments. And I think it's not about choosing one or the other. It's not about saying it's only conventional medicine or alternative medicine. I think one needs to put themselves at the center, and I think doctors are doing that now. They're putting the patient at the very center of healthcare and allowing them to choose their path towards finding well-being. So I can say, from a maybe a business owner's point of view or a healthcare facilitator's point of view, you should claim that value and not devalue the service or the medicine or the program that you're providing.
Ever since I was born, it is culture. It is, it's like a set of values that are taught to you from the time you're born. Lifestyle also should be inculcated, and it doesn't happen without you seeing your parents do that. You cannot tell your children to do something that you are not doing. You have to role model. You have to do it yourself for your children to pick it up and understand the importance of health and lifestyle. And like they say, charity begins at home. I think health is it's a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being. So, my father literally used to kick us out of bed at 6 o'clock in the morning and say, go for a run. And we were why is he doing this to us? And then you realize he also was very anti-antibiotics. He said your body, your immune has to do the trick. You have to let your body fight. Again, I used to ask myself, is this my dad? Because and now I realize the importance of all this. So, across the world. So Santosh ji, please हमें सबसे पहले तो हमें बताएं एक मंत्रा दें. एक मंत्रा, you know, it could be a mudra, it could be breathing technique, it could be sitting tall, जिससे हम सब अपनी हेल्थ को बेटर कर सकते हैं.
So सबसे बढ़िया अगर आप मुझसे पूछोगे तो health mantra clapping with breathing.
Clapping with breathing.
And in many ways I teach also. So what you have to do, you have to breathe in. I'll show you.
Okay, so this is the way to breathe. Clapping with breathing साथ में. How is it?
Chest expansion like this way.
Sure.
Breathe in.
Is it okay to do that? I know we're all wearing formals. Yeah, is it okay? But don't slap your knee.
अरे यार क्या कर रहा है भाई?
Okay, let's go.
So this is one of the best exercise to expand into your chest, and you know all the correspondence points are there in your palm. So this is very effective. You can actually massage your internal organ with your breathing exercise and clapping.
Wow. So we go arms extended or okay. So it's just wonderful. So it's like doing a peg deck and clap. Wow.
Within 10 shots, like you will feel like you're breathing and perspiration starts. Like you will start sweating.
Beautiful.
It's that powerful.
I think it's a great good evening everyone. I think it's a great evening that we are inviting professionals in the medical industry to come to our country and to heal people. It's going to be difficult knowing the population and the adversities, but I think it's a great initiative.
Congratulations.
I think Dr. Pandey can make it possible.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. His energy waves truly reach the entire world. Yes. And the fact that, Dr. someone, or Dr. Santosh Pandey, as formerly known, is someone who loves to do the best around the world. And to be able to bring in an initiative like this that really has the reach. He travels into like the most far-fetched, forgotten, small towns, remote towns of this country. Imagine now we are able to extend this platform and make it global.
Thank you. John said.
I think I only known, I think a lot of our doctors travel abroad to treat people abroad. I think our medical facilities are among the best in the world. No doubts about it. So, I don't need to say much about it. But what's important here and what's different in healing care is, I think, it's the other way around. We have people coming from, doctors coming from all over the world into our country to heal our people. Which is,
And I also feel like it's such an interesting, combination where you're doing knowledge progress, medicine progress, and then like that, the learnings and different shape, medicine that we have.
but I have one question. Is there any allopathy alternative natural?
अरे बंद कर दो दरवाजा यार क्या
Because a lot of doctors don't believe in alternative medicine. I'm a big fan.
बोल दो जाके उनको भाई
I'm not my talk. I'm not just talking without experiencing or without having gone through these remedies or alternative medicines. But, I know Pandey for almost 20 years now. I contribute the way I look to a very, very large extent to Dr. Pandey. Just like now what Kubra said, dal makhani khani thi. मैंने बोला दाल मखनी खाती तो ऐसे कैसे दिखती बोलती दाल मखनी खाती पार्टी जी के पास जाती हूँ मेरे को अच्छा क्या बनी है मैं भी ये कोशिश करती थी पार्टी जी उनको डायटिशियन के पास जाने की जरूरत नहीं है ना so it's just that Pandey ji is blessed. He's got the hand of God, and he's got a healing touch. He's infectious. He is very loving, and that people can feel that love. So I can just go on and on about Pandey ji. What can I say, Pandey ji? I love you. God bless you. And may you rise and shine.
This whole dream that you have about changing the entire world under one branch of medicine itself, to be able to spread the joy and cheer and help around the world, to be able to someone like you think of this.
अभी कुछ बोलने के लिए नहीं करेंगे.
It's all my pleasure for I'm talking. And that gives me so much, joyful within because I have got so many advocates who actually are getting from me, so I don't need to talk too much. But yes, this therapy which we are doing is all natural, and it can heal. I would say, if I won't say 100%, but yes, more than 90% cases we are able to heal like this way. That you have seen already, and that's why you are loving it so much. So it's a very good initiative which we are going to take support from all of you to make the reach of this therapy more. That's why my team is always, Dr. Vgp is here with like secretary of my Sharma helping my hands. He's always ready to give all the best. My team, for so many years. So same way, more people into this holy field. I would say this is something very, if you said infectious, I would say this is very spiritual. Because when you do from the when you do from the heart, in the heart, your soul, then you have it. And you get little people are happy, they are making you happy all the time. Good about people feel not to take anything for it. That's the best part.
Pandey ji, I think people start healing the minute Pandey ji starts talking.
Yeah, I think it's
Before he touches you, I can cry today. You make us cry all the time.
Maybe I also
That's why I cry.
He made all of us teary-eyed today as well. The first time I've seen him in 20 years crying.
It feels so good because you are doing such a wonderful thing. You are talking about things in such a way because it's nothing. It's like 5 years of the happiness. Nothing.
As an actor, when you see people appreciate your work, as an actor, he actually gives life to people. People will come there with their trauma, with their illness. And how much of a money you may have, if you're not healthy from within and you don't have health, what is all that money? What use can you put that money to? So, if you can actually heal people and make them healthy, I don't think there's anything bigger than that, better than that. There's no happiness. Because that's what it's great. That feeling of healing others. I'm so happy that because you right after the baby and then
The fact that everybody is so happy and so healed and God, He's a special one who can do this. Pandey ji, मैं आपसे पैसे लेने वाली हूँ आपके बारे में इतना बात करने के लिए.
Okay, so ma'am.
Just the last question.
अरे
How do you think Rejua is a significant instrument in that?
Rejua is synonymous with Pandey ji. I always tell him, no, Pandey ji will be here. ये यार इसको आप इंश्योर कीजिए. बस बता रही हूँ आपको.
जी.
इसको
चलो जल्दी पूछो.
Pandey ji is legendary. I'm hoping even Rejua becomes a legacy. And for many years to come, I mean, people get healed under that. And that's why truly every blessing you want. कि आप जितने लोगों को heal कर सकते हो, उतने लोगों को heal करो. कि जिसमें आप किसी में आपको खुशी मिलती है.
वही करने के लिए जन्म हुआ है एक्चुअली.
That's his purpose.
जन्म ही अगर लोग फायदा करने में, हेल्थ को सही करने में मिला उनसे, इससे ज्यादा और कहीं नहीं मिल सकती. अगर लोगों के तुम बड़े चेहरे पे थोड़ी देर के अंदर मुस्कान आ जाए,
अरे बहुत देर पे उससे जाने देंगे.
तो मैं बहुत अच्छा लगता है और बहुत जिंदगी भर के लिए ला सके तो और अच्छा. Thank you for all the time.
So Pandey sir is doing great job, we all know. But as an artist, you both are the inspiration for so many people. You know, इतने सारे traveling, इतने सारे काम के बाद भी आप लोग अपने आप को fit रखते हो. एक health care अगर आपने fans, आपने चाहने वाले को बताना हो, आप ले लो.
I think the discipline with which I have my religion every time and what you eat and what I eat is the same discipline with which I don't talk about it. I do use the same discipline. So, for me, visiting to Dr. Pandey and visiting on discipline is not because I feel unhealthy or because I'm sick. I'm doing it so that I never fall sick. And there are two ways to look at your health itself. Because we end up going to a doctor when we are feeling ill. But then, when you are Dr. Pandey, he gives you like definition. It gives you a way to live your life pain-free and to live your life ill-free. I don't think right now going anywhere else. And that's the discipline that with which you treat yourself, the way you treat your mind, the way you treat your body. Thank you for allowing me to do that.
Thank you.
You want to say?
She said everything. And I said also a lot.
Okay.
इसमें से कुछ मिल जाएगा.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Chalo.